Hey YouTube, this is Sandra, back again with another YouTube video, back again with Black Knight Studios channel, and this is just another weekly update. So, I guess the quick little update for this week is that I actually got to the storyboarding phase. Yay! And I have so far completed 8 pages of storyboards, so I'm like roughing them out, so I kind of am generating my ideas on paper and trying to figure out what I want to do. And I'm also redrawing an old illustration that I just did like a couple weeks ago, but I was not happy with how it turned out initially. Like, I didn't like the colors or the composition of it, so I'm going to redo it. Like, I'm going to keep very similar elements to it. You've probably seen it on Instagram. If you follow me on Instagram or whatever, I've shown it where it's Billy and he's at a Thanksgiving feast dinner, and Thanksgiving's up for my American audience next week. So I illustrated that earlier, and I am able to, be able to get that done. And I just, so far I'm in the sketching phase, just like redrawing certain elements. They're gonna be outdoors, and I found this illustration where I like the color palette of it, so I'm gonna try and incorporate that into this illustration, and it'll hopefully look a lot better. I'm sitting here as always in my car. The temperature is in its 40s. Little talk about the weather. It's supposed to get snow next week. Yay. As far as, I don't know how many pages this is going to be, but so far it's, so far I have 8 pages on my storyboard, and I don't know how long, maybe 40 pages, 30 pages. We'll see how long the pages will be. I'm hoping to, but I've noticed compared to my last project, this is going a lot like faster. Like, I was able to get the character designs done. I was able to, write the script. And, do I like the story I'm writing right now? I guess, but I feel like I'm passionate about other things, so, but I feel like the story just has to be told. There was some crazy idea I had like maybe 2-3 years ago, and I just jotted it down, and now I'm kind of developing Grimm, which is the one, the story. I do have to do one more illustration, like on top of the manga pages. I have to do like a little cover, like says story and art, so I have the cover image, and then I have the like a little intro, I'll make it like a square, kind of like I did with Spirits of the West. I'll just say, hey, this is just titled as a one shot, and I will say this, I will only release a preview of it on Webtoons. So if you are interested in, in buying the full one, you'll be able to purchase it on Gumroad later in 2026. Not sure when the story will be completed yet, but it seems like it's moving pretty fast along. I'm going to shoot for like a spring release, like for spring of 2026. Now, maybe May or March or April, somewhere in there. I'll see how fast I complete this, it just all really depends on it, and I will definitely release it in the springtime. That's kind of the aim of it right now. That's kind of like the initial update I have. And then like on the sides, I've been like doing like some art studies. My recent one, I painted a background, I posted it on the community page. So if you guys are interested, you could follow that. I guess, and that's kind of it, as far as the updates go. I've been just like, I'm just doing the normal stuff, like drawing, making sure I draw every day. Sometimes I miss a day or two, I'm guilty of that, but I've noticed my drawings are getting a lot better. I've been trying to get better at painting, but I've really come a long way. I'm really proud of the progress I've made. Like, I'm definitely liking how, playing around with some texture, hard edges, soft edges, and whatnot. So that's pretty cool though. So I really like how the cover image turned out, the logo. So I think Spirits of the West took a lot longer as I was figuring stuff. Now I've gotten faster. My speed has been like boom, boom, boom. And I feel like I'm able to release more and do more, so that's pretty exciting. And I'm currently also working on like some screenwriting on the side. I like to do like comedy occasionally, so I'll do some live action stuff, but I might want to post it onto my other channel. So if you're ever interested, like later down the road, I'm mentioning you could follow me as Sandra Jachitsa. You could find me by my real name. instead of Black Knight Studios. I do got to update the banner as I release more stuff with Grimm, so I will update to promote my new stuff, and I shall see you all next week. Ciao.